what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This is from Shine My Crown in the entertainment section, and we're going to be talking about Ari Fletcher today. It says Ari Fletcher seemingly dropped from Rihanna's Savage X Fenty over insensitive domestic violence comments. Why do I feel like this is going to be a teaching moment, not just for Ari Fletcher, but for a lot of people? So let's get into it, okay? It says, after some insensitive comments regarding domestic violence, Ari Fletcher appeared to have lost her ambassadorship with Savage X Fenty. During the live, Ari said, pull your gun out and show me, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door, she said while on the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast. I'm going to just sit down because I got a son and I'm not trying to die. I got a son, so I'm only staying because I got a son and I don't want you to shoot me. Okay? And this is, you can go check this out. This is on Instagram. And, yeah. Fans quickly noticed that all things Ari had been scrubbed from the Savage X Fenty website. Okay? And you can always go check out the Shade Room on Instagram. And, get the tea. All right? So it says Rihanna does not play about domestic violence. Her experience of domestic violence has been publicly documented, which is facts. It goes on to say that it's not a subject to sweep under the rug, so I can't just dismiss it like it wasn't anything or I don't take it seriously, Rihanna told Vanity Fair back in 2015. But for me and anyone who has been a victim of domestic abuse, nobody wants to even remember it. Nobody even wants to admit it. So to talk about it and say it once, much less 200 times, is like I have to be punished for it. It didn't sit well with me. Okay? Ari would not be the first celebrity to have her deal revoked by Riri. Okay? Former Basketball Wives beauty Drea Michelle lost her endorsement deal following a statement she made about the alleged shooting incident between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Drea said the pair most likely had a Bobby and Whitney type of romance. Man. I predicted that they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that drove them down this type of road. I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too, she said at the time. What? That's what she's... Okay, and this is just a short story, something to say wet your whistle on my platform or whatnot. Very short and sweet and to the point. Basically, my whole thing is I've not been in a position yet to have an endorsement or a type of endorsement from a big brand such as Miss Riri herself, Savage X Fenty, or any company. But what I do know is that when you have those type of endorsement deals, it's not just about signing a contract. It's not about just getting the bag. And I think a lot of people fail to realize that, regardless if you are a known celebrity or not, or just breaking into the business. I kind of feel like you should always do your research, even if it's like a regular job and you're a regular person. One of the tools that they always tell you to do is when you go and look for a job or anything or internship or anything like that, do your research on the company. Make sure that you know the finer points of what the company's about, how it was established, the reason why it was established, and their overall message that they're trying to push to the public. It definitely will serve you well. And for her to say, you know, I'm not gonna leave because this nigga pulled a gun out on me. Okay, I understand that may be the reason. However, you're gonna still stay, okay? Because this nigga pulled a gun out on you and you don't call the police? Nothing. I mean, come on. A lot of us are mothers, and I can't really judge her for saying that statement because everybody feels and reacts differently. However, I will say that even if that was the case, and even if that is the case, um, you have a brand ambassador deal with Rihanna's Savage X Fenty. And certain topics, regardless, like nobody's telling you not to say how you feel. By all means, we all have that right to speak how we feel. But if it was me and I had a brand deal with Savage X Fenty, I would definitely do my best to stay away from any topics concerning domestic violence or anything that may cause a rift in my ambassadorship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's like you talked your way out of a bag, sis. Like I'm not hating. I don't know you. I don't really know anything about you, and that's no shade. However, what I will say is that like I would have thought more. I would have like, we're in an interview. Say for instance, we're in an interview and the topic of domestic violence comes up. No, thank you. I'd rather stay silent on that. You know, let people think what they want to think. And again, by all means, you have every right to say what you have to say. Just like Adria, excuse me, had a right to say what she said. But my whole thing is like you're here for it. You love that. Like you're encouraging, and this is not Ari. I'm talking about Drea. You're encouraging that type of behavior um, that so many men and women, because I just can't say women, because men go through domestic violence as well. You're encouraging that behavior, but like, oh yeah, I'm here for it. It's like a Bobby and Whitney thing. When have you ever seen Bobby pull out a gun on Whitney? I just want to know, when have you ever seen him actually pull a handgun out on Whitney, or it been a report of him doing something like that? And to say, I like you that much, I'm gonna shoot you in the foot, like that's crazy. Like, what is your definition of love? Because my definition of love doesn't hurt, love doesn't lie to you, love doesn't abuse you physically or verbally. Love is, it doesn't do any of those things. And like for you to say that, no, again, this is no shade, and I have nothing personal but from towards her or Uri. But however, I'm gonna just say, like, you talked yourself out of a bag. Like you really did. And not only that, you gave the impression that it was okay for men, whether it be a man or a woman, to run around and like shoot their significant other. Again, let me just say this. Everything about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, as well as any other celebrity story that I do on here, is all alleged. Okay? No, none of us was there. Okay? I'm just giving my opinion. No speculation. You know what I'm saying? No bias. All right. So I just want to make that firmly clear, before I continue. But like seriously, sis, you talked yourself out of the bag. Oh, I'm here for it. You like what type? Like, I mean, judging by your past riffs that you've had in the news about, what I'm saying, what's going on with your hubby or whatever, Flocka, like, sis. I mean, like, I don't get it, and that was just totally wrong to say. The thing as far as what Ari said, I understand that in some situations where, yeah, you have to play that role. You definitely have to think about yourself, your well-being, and your child's well-being. However, that nigga would have been in jail as soon as a bitch was able to get to a phone or get out the door, sis. Ain't nothing that I don't care how much money a person has. I don't care how much clout a person has. I don't care how much of a thug this person is and the street person this person is. Okay? Put that nigga in jail. Put that woman in jail. You understand what I'm saying? You should never allow anyone to have that much power over you, to where as though you have to do things that you do not want to do because this person is flashing a gun or this person is verbally or physically abusing you. There are programs out here, there are foundations, and there are organizations to deal with this same type of thing. And for you to sit like, sis, like, come on. If anything, if I was in that interview, I would have just been an advocate. I wouldn't have spoke directly on it or gave my opinion because of the deal. And also, if I were to speak on it, I would have been an advocate for domestic violence, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that Savage X Fenty and Rihanna would have appreciated if you would have took that tone. But sis, like, y'all really out here talking yourselves out of bags. But I mean, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a content creator and I'm just giving my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I want to know what y'all want, how y'all feel about it. If you know anyone that is suffering from physical and mental, because sometimes mental abuse is just as worse as a person physically putting their hands on you. There is places to get help. There are hotlines that you can go to. There are places and people that you can talk to. They have a 24-hour hotline that you can call. I do know this. So that you can talk to someone. I mean, down here where I'm at, we got the House of Ruth. Okay? So, like, come on. It's 2022. You should not be held prisoner. You should not be held prisoner. You or your children or your family should not be held prisoner because somebody wants to play God with your life. Because somebody wants to dominate you because they see you as the weaker or the lesser. It's 2022. We not doing that. We not doing that no more. Period. Okay? So drop down in the comments. How did you feel about the statements from Ari Fletcher and from Drea? Let me know how y'all feel. If you're familiar with the story about Drea, because I'm really not. I just saw this story about Ari. Let me know what was your feelings initially when you found out or you heard about it, and stuff like that. And we're going to get the discussion going in the comments. So with that being said, you guys, I'll holler at y'all in the next video.